but the important thing to remember and know and speak the truth is the fabric of our society has never been whole. If you look around this place, these fuckers set in stone, colonized, started a genocide in this country that began as a sin, the sin of genocide, the sin of slavery. We are in this moment today because those of us who are not people of color aren't buying siblings who have been saying for generations, this is the America that actually is. The America that punishes. The America that only lets so much progress. The America that if you are not white, if you are not cis, if you are not able-bodied, if you are not Christian, you are other. It's time that we listen to our BIPOC and our queer siblings. Listening to our trans, non-binary siblings for generations. They are the ones that are on the line now and always have been. So it is incumbent upon those of us who have more power, more agency. Even if you feel like you don't, if your skin color is white, you do. I have been almost since the womb. I am in a woman, I am in the right gender, or the gender of my identity since my birth. And I have been queer for a very long time. Who else did I take charge in 93? Raise your hand. We've been doing it a long time, but we also need to know that our skin color saves us. So if we are going to create something new once the asshole occupier of the White House is gone, and all of his acquiescent, feckless sycophants are gone, yeah, our work does not end there. Our work begins there. And then when we get to that point, we have to build better. We have to build stronger. We have to build more inclusive. We have to include all the voices at the table, not just the loudest. Those who are disabled and differently able, those of us who are trans, those of us who are BIPOC, those of us who are younger, those of us who are not those things need to listen. We need to listen to each other. We need to help each other. Those of us who came from somewhere else. We are going to be choices that impact us. Choices that folks throughout the ages have not had the chance to make. We need to look to the leaders of the civil rights movement of the 60s, who led with love, peace, and fear. But that didn't stop them. We are going to have to make choices that impact our lives. We have to, those of us who have not had to put our lives and our livelihood on the line need to do so now. So step up, wherever.
Of mine who sits with me on the Herbishy Bad Changemaker Fund, a newer member of our community that I'm so lucky to share time and space with. CJ is an educator from the start. This is CJ Crowder. CJ is an educator. He was a middle school history teacher in Oakland. He worked with the folks from Teach for America. He continues to work in education in our community, gives back all the time. He serves on the planning board. He's a member of the Mass Humanities Board. He's with me with Herbishy. He's here with us today. Please welcome CJ Crowder.
It's much cooler.
I don't think so.
Is it better now?
Yeah!
Good afternoon, everyone.
Do you see them?
My name is CJ Crowder, and when I was submitting the information for this introduction, the most important thing to let you all know is that I started my career.
Can't hear you.
Teaching social studies and civic engagement to middle school students in East Oakland. And what's even more powerful is that I started my career as an activist in East Oakland. As you know, Oakland has a long history of activism in fighting against the oppressors, starting with the Black Panther movement, and even including things like Occupy Oakland when we were going through the financial crisis. So I wanted to come here today because many of you are probably feeling like I am right now, which is the news is so overwhelming. It is so hard to figure out how you can make a difference, how you can get something started. And if you're feeling like me, you're also thinking, what's one person to do? What can I do to make local self-control? So I wanted to take a moment to connect my beginnings to an individual that I really admire in Oakland, California, and talk about the lessons that he has learned from another individual who you're probably familiar with, Tim Snyder, who wrote a book about the 20 lessons of tyranny from the 20th century. And so there's an individual who is, his name is Renee, he is the founder of Movement Inc., which is an organization that during the 2020 protest after the murder of George Floyd, he created Mask. It had very simple, very straightforward messages about stop killing Black people, or Black Lives Matter. And the federal government saw what he was doing, and they seized his materials. They seized his boxes, preventing him from distributing those materials to the communities that had ordered and needed it. So what did he do? He looked to the lessons of Tim Snyder. Lesson 10, believe in the truth. He knew that the government was lying about what he was trying to do. He knew that the government didn't want him to ensure that those communities had the resources that they needed. So they went about trying to prevent them distributing those masks, those important messages to those communities. And he stood up for us. He said, I'm not going to let this happen. And this is what this administration tries to do every day. They lie to our faces. They lie to the media. They lie to themselves. And this is something that we cannot let them do anymore. The second lesson he learned from Tim Snyder, lesson 2, defend institutions. We have an amazing Constitution, we have an amazing Bill of Rights, but they're just pieces of paper if we don't stand up and defend them. We see every day that this asshole, this man in the White House is trying to tear it apart. And then he will, you're right, asshole, he's not a man, he's an asshole. And so Renee stood up for his First Amendment right, his freedom of speech, his Fourth Amendment right. The freedom from illegal search and seizure, to ensure that the important materials that he was creating would not be confiscated. Which then leads us to the next
Okay, guys, catch the next one.